Hello, Pisces. Welcome to your reading for October of 2008. This channel is called The Witching Hour. My name is Michelle and I'm a witch. I'm an empathic medium and energy healer and all that good stuff. You might see when I read my cards that I'm very touchy-feely with everything. And that's because I just kind of naturally pick up on the psychometry of things. And I connect and read soul to soul. My soul connects with yours and with the living, breathing energy of everything around me that I touch. So thank you for coming. And if you're new, thank you. I'm so grateful that you found me. I'm grateful to have found you. Thank you, everyone, for your likes, shares, and subscribes, your donations, and your comments especially. They really keep me going. I am going to do readings in the order of their elements, but also I'm going to add a special section of doing the videos first that have the most likes and the most comments or the most comments, because I think you deserve to go first. So the most views, likes, and comments get to go first from now on, and then I will go in order of elements after those ones are read. I want to evoke the elements of earth, air, fire, water, and spirit, and read a blessing for the water. Evocation of water, written by Travis Bowman. Here and now, I evoke the elemental force of water, the fluid of infinite shapes and forms, flowing source of adaptability, emotion, and life. I seek the pure spring within, that I might drink deep of change, relationship, nourishment, and grace. I call you forth to wash away all that needlessly binds and to move fluidly in this world. Ocean and river, ripple and rain, water, I call thee hence. I pray, Pisces, that you are blessed in abundance, standing in your highest vibration of love, security, and freedom. Past, present, future. These cards, by the way, I was remiss in not saying, I'm sorry, my apologies. These cards are the Sacred Circle Tarot, written by Anna Franklin, illustrated by Paul Mason. I'm also going to use at the end Witch's Wisdom Oracle cards by Barbara Michael John Free and Flavia Kate Peters. And those are illustrated by Richard Crooks. I'm going to make sure all the cards are in the frame. And my owl too, because he is definitely one of my familiars. The underlying energy of love is rebirth. Beautiful. Okay, well, Spirit is doing something quite significant, and you couldn't stop it if you tried. Scorpio got a very similar energy. The underlying energy in security is health. Page of Discs. This is a good change. This is what you call like the slow, everyday, implemental change in your health and well-being, overall well-being, security being foundational, and where we get our ideas and thoughts about security, but how to implement those ideas and thoughts. That's what Spirit's doing now. The underlying energy of freedom. Scorpio got the same card. Oh no, did they? No, they got the 7 of Cups. You got the 8 of Cups. This was in our daily reading for October 8th. You might want to check this out if this is playing into your energy. The underlying energy in freedom, in your personal empowerment is the 8 of Cups. So you're deriving a lot of personal power in moving yourself away. A huge ton of emotional resolve in something. But what I'm feeling, it's not like going off in a huff. Not necessarily. And I feel almost spirit saying, don't go off in a huff, but go. In other words, don't go home angry, but go home. But you're like kind of, that's when you pick up your toys and you walk away, but you do it quietly with this strong resolve. That's what I'm feeling. So it's almost like if you're leaving a group, you're leaving a membership is the word I just heard. You're leaving almost like, okay, I just got like country club membership. Like you guys are just, you're leaving this club. Okay, you're leaving a club. This is like an established, okay, and take this figuratively, but the energy of it is literal. It's as if you're leaving like a club that is very steeped or established in its traditional ways of thinking. Okay, so that's what I'm picking up on as far as what you're leaving, and something that feels like that, even if it's a family group or some type of group dynamic that you're leaving and walking away from. Definitely. In the past. Okay, so wow, love right off the bat. Right off the bat. Ooh. Right off the bat in love, you have the Green Man, which in the traditional tarot is the Fool, but this is a Celtic pagan journey of tarot. This is when you are a free spirit, but you know exactly what you want. You're not just walking into the unknown. You're walking into the unknown knowing what you want at an instinctive level. Okay, so you might not be able to put a label to it, put a name to it, but you're not being vague. It's more like, I want my instincts and my soul to tell me what I want, and I don't want to put these labels on it. That's in the past. And so this is a recent, like a fundamental change is the word that they're saying. It's like this was a fundamental change in the way you look at things and the way you approach love. And the way people are going to approach you from now on is what I just heard. Because, and they're saying that word, because you've changed things. You're in it to win it. Like winner, winner, chicken dinner. You have this underlying feeling of success in your sense of security and well-being. That's where it's all coming from, is your soul. And you know this. You know this. It's like, I've been through the shit storm already. Thank you very much. I'm living by my soul's energy now. And I will not question it anymore. No more. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye, Felicia. Bye, Felicia. Not going to live by the established, I almost get the feeling of snobbiness. You know how it's like, for all the success that some people have, they stay very locked into a way of attaining that success and how they utilize it. Okay? And they kind of get egotistical about it. Like, my way is the best way, and my way is trendy, my way is popular, my way is blah, blah, blah. And you're like, bye. Oh my goodness, I'm out of here. And you're not in your ego about it. It's more like, I gotta follow my instincts, because my instincts are pure. I'm not in this for me in the sense of trying to jockey for position. I'm okay with being wherever I am on the totem pole of life, you know, it feels good because I'm me. I'm just being true to myself. And that's where you feel this level of success. On this day-to-day implementation of that energy that I just mentioned. It's like that. It's kind of imperative to you. It feels kind of imperative to you to hold on to it and implement it day to day. There is an underlying change, and that spirit caused this for your own health and well-being, to live from your soul, and that's that. Otherwise, you're like, okay, well, I can't force the issue. I can't force the issue anymore. I can't force how I love, how I approach love, how I want to be approached in love, how I want people to treat me, how I want to approach my life is, and you can't, it's like you try to get people to understand how you want to approach their life, your life. And it's like, I feel like a group mentality trying to pull you in to approach your life the way they have set up the dynamic, okay? And it's like you no longer fit into that framework, so you're out of there. Done, bye. At least in your mind. Now, how are you going to implement this on a day-to-day level? And who's going to support you? That's what I want to know. That's what I feel you asking. That's what I want to know. And you're going to support yourself. But because you're going to support yourself, the universe is backing you. So, okay, now this might draw up some feelings of insecurity, but it's like you have this calls for faith. It calls for faith in not knowing what's going to happen, faith in knowing you. It's time to get to know you. That's the energy, Pisces, here, is getting to know, and revel is the word they're using. Revel in the energy of yourself. That's what the Green Man is all about. This is about revelry in your own soul. Revelry. Woo woo. That is some yummy, juicy energy. Yes. 5 of Wands is when there's this change in action, tipping of the scales. Okay, where it might have felt good to have that support, now you're having to ground yourself, in your own energy, okay? And that's going to take time. That's an everyday thing. That is not a revolutionary change. It's a slow and steady burn. So you have to tend the fires of feeding your soul every day in little implements at a time. You have to keep this energy, this love energy going that has come from spirit, they've given you the gift of your own soul, of yourself, of the feeling of your own source energy. Like that's the fire within. And you have to tend it a little bit every day. You have to, in order to keep going. You can't do this one fell swoop type of feeling. You can't implement all of this security at once. However, what's in the middle, as far as the 5 of Wands goes, and grounding yourself a little bit at a time every day, is anchoring yourself in your own energy, is this feeling of I'm no longer jockeying for position. There's no more framework for me in my mind anyways. Now, how does that become a reality? You have to practice what you preach. Because sometimes we're holding the energy of a radical change, and yet we have to implement it in little bits and dribs and drabs. And we might get fed up and say, well, oh, screw this, I'll just go back. I'll just do something easy, I don't know. But it needs to feel more revolutionary. And that's what I want, but the outside circumstances are not following. They're not, it's like you want to create this tower moment of collapse. You want to raise the old structure down to the ground. But what's more, and that's fine, but what's more important, Spirit is saying, is that you implement this a little bit at a time so that you become more grounded in this new way of life. This new way of living is what they're saying. And here's how. The web. Okay, the first thing I thought of was the web of the internet. That's not the web. The web is the web of life. It's justice, it's karma, it's knowing that you're part of a whole. And maybe not to restrict your perceptions of the support coming from immediately around you, but to know that here's where the unknown comes in again. It's like there's a whole big world out there willing to support you, and you don't have to know all of the functions and dynamics and mechanisms of how things work in order to just send your prayer out there to be heard. To be heard. That's what's going on now. And I do see you searching the web, searching that World Wide Web to help implement this more radical change that you want, without it making you feel frustrated that you can't change it overnight. What's going to happen, or at least the feeling I'm getting is, yes, the fact that you want this has guaranteed your success. Now keep it in touch with reality and keep it real. Implement just a little bit at a day towards that direction. Stay the course. Stay steady on your course of going in your new direction that you want to go in based on your soul's direction. You have to do this to be true to yourself. You owe it to yourself. You owe yourself a better life. You owe yourself a better living. You owe yourself better connections and love. You do. So let me just pick up on some more energy here. You do have to redirect your energy to outward more expansively and have faith that the universe will hear, but you have to just give it time and just stay steady on your course every day to keep it real for you that you are on your way to change. It will bolster your faith. You have to do this in order to not go down into an emotional slump. Okay? So hold steady, hold strong. Hashtag stay strong. Because here is the real security that is coming in. Hoochie mama, sugar daddy. Hello. Hello. This is someone else. This is, it's you, but it's a reflection of you in another person is what I'm seeing. Hello, sugar daddy. Sorry, I don't mean to sound so materialistic, but that's the energy that's coming out of this. It's like, ooh, well, don't you have the bag of goodies? Hello. That's so funny. Definitely picking up on a lot of sexual or sensual energy in this earthy person. Earthy. Look at the bare feet. Like he's really grounded. And just what you needed. Because look, this is what you need. It's at the center of the energy is you need the grounding. And you need to be faithful to yourself. You have to be responsible for maintaining that energy of grounding, but look what happens when you do. You get a whole person who embodies that to come along and support you in it. And it's a reflection of the grounded energy that you have invested in yourself. Period. End of discussion is what Spirit just said. It is a reflection of you. Period. We said it and we mean it. You better believe it. Right? Okay. Because some of you might go, oh my God, too good to be true. I'm walking away, running away very fast. It's like, no. Just hold your horses. Did you not pray? Did you not send it out there? Did you not? Why are you so surprised? It's like, well, maintain your daily grounding energy. Okay? Don't go flying off. And you'll see, well, of course, kind of cultivate ahead of time is what Spirit is saying. Cultivate ahead of time, expecting to see your investment in yourself reflected in bigger ways than you imagined. In bigger ways. Emotionally fulfilling. And we're talking about relationships. This is a person. Okay? They're coming. And it's within this time frame. Here you go, the lovely lady. like you're the goddess, okay? Whether you're male or female, it's like you are a good match for this person. Because they're all about the earthy, sensual, and who's more earthy or sensual than the goddess, right? I mean, but she's got the fruitfulness, the creativity, and this one's got the resources. Like, let me fund your project, hun. Yeah. Because they're like, this is, if you see yourself as a good investment, but you got to live it out, flesh it out, they're going to see that shining out from you. Hey, this person is real. They're human. They have flaws, but they're taking care of themselves. They're not perfect, but they're taking care of themselves. This is what they're thinking of you. Okay? You're not perfect, but you're taking care of yourself, and that means you're whole, you're integrated. Take care of yourself, and the person coming into manifestation will be a reflection of someone else taking care of you also. And they take care of themselves. You have to make sure that they do, and you might want to check that. You might want to check that, especially how they take care of their emotions. You know, because sometimes people can take care of so many other things that they kind of neglect some areas of their life. Make sure this person takes care of their emotions, because where they don't will come out sideways and show up in the physical world, okay? And in practical ways. For all their practicality, they need to show where they take care of themselves emotionally. That's what's practical. And you have to tell people this. You have to say it out loud. You have to say it out loud to people. You have to be true to yourself and say, hey, look, you don't really take care of your feelings, and it comes back out on me, or over here in this important area that affects me. And I'm done with that, okay? No more of that crap. So that's kind of what you have to check new people up against, because that's why you just learned that lesson. You just learned that lesson, and you came out of it on top and healed, and you left it, and you are leaving that. Some of you are just still leaving it. But even if you can't, you have to practice those principles within that environment and within that dynamic. You have to create a new dynamic for yourself, and you have to hold to it, even to where you say, no, I'm not coming in for that meeting. No, I'm not doing such and such activity. No, I'm not going out on a date with you here because I have to do this, etc., etc. Those type of examples. You have to do that for yourself. You have to make the investment in you. No matter how other people pressure you or force their agenda on you, they can't force their agenda on you anymore. Okay? Even if you only can live it out, not by this big revolutionary change, but you create a new revolutionary way of day-to-day living. You must do this for yourself, for the quality of your life, because look who's coming. And if you don't take care of yourself, what you're going to manifest is someone else who won't take care of you also. Make sure that you remember that. That's the whole point of this reading right there. If you're not taking care of yourself, you're going to manifest someone who will also not take care of you. If you take care of yourself, you will manifest someone who will also take care of you. Just like this, okay? You've got to feel that on all levels. Material, psychological, and especially emotional. They have to make you feel happy and abundant. Potential Page of Wands. So you're gonna be able to do this. I think what I'm feeling is Spirit, the universe, is giving you this newfound energy. It's new, and you're not used to it, but you like it. It's like, yeah, you know what? I do want to be faithful to myself. Because if I'm faithful to me, I'm going to attract someone who's faithful to me. Do you see what I'm saying? You see where it's going there? It's like everything you do for yourself gets mirrored by the people you bring in. It, in fact, influences the kind of people you bring in. You keep treating yourself well. And also block the bad reflection from people out there sending you a bad reflection of yourself. send it back to them and ignore them. Literally ignore them. They do not exist any longer, not in your world. Okay, not in the world inside of you. They don't. You are on the verge of attracting someone. I'm telling you, they're coming. Make sure you hold that energy within yourself, and you'll attract the person who reflects that good energy, okay? Because you're definitely leaving the ship behind, Pisces. I'm telling you right now, it is in fact happening. The universe is helping you. And you're kind of like a cat who always lands on their feet. That type of feeling. It's like, you know, that always happens to me, kind of a thing. Like, you know, you're charmed. You are. You are. You may not feel like you're living the charmed life, but you're charmed. You are charmed. You do have a lot of magical energy, and I really feel like it would be a good idea to nurture your creative soul. Through writing, through crafting, through singing, songwriting, making, I'm seeing you make little things. I'm seeing smaller things, like make them, like little charms or whatever. Is what I'm feeling along those lines. Things that make you feel lucky, like little talismans. Yeah, Spirit is saying, yeah, go do that, because you're going to see how much of your energy is in those talismans, and you're going to see it like, oh, look what I brought to myself. I did it just with my own energy. You know, a good luck charm is what I'm seeing and feeling. Got to ask the universe for help. You've got to keep praying and make this part of your day. All the good is what Spirit is saying. All the good you've put out there in the past up until now is out there and coming. You see what I'm saying? That's what you're calling out to. All the good you've done, and it's coming back to you. But you have to call it. You have to get on the wire and call it. And say, hey, all the good that I've done, that's me out there. I'm tapping this line and saying, okay, I need you to reverberate back to me. Back again. Come back again. You know, it's going to, very hopeful, optimistic, spunky, lighthearted person and people. And for you to feel that way, that's the type personality you want to feel emerging from you. That's the type personality you're going to attract. Okay. Yeah, balance. See? The inner world and the outer world. And the underlying energy is protection. Oh my God. Go look at Scorpio's reading. Okay, it's not just for Scorpio. It's you too. You share the same element. Go look. Scorpio got this for the main Witch's Wisdom card, but you're getting it as underlying energy because you're the one holding the balance. You are balanced. You are integrated now, just like the goddess. Okay? You're getting a lot of feminine, feel-good, bolstering of your emotions and generating your emotions. That creates a lot of practical balance in your life. The emotions are what solidify the material. And the self-investment. The self-investment. You at the center. The center. That's you. Here's the light, here's the dark, but this is you. You're rooted and you're expansive. You're connected to the heavens. And it's all about the protection. Harnessing and hemming in your beautiful, beautiful energy because you're worth it. You're so worth it. Go look at Scorpio's message at the end. Watch the whole thing because it could pertain to your energy as well. You do share the element. So just watch it. It doesn't matter if you're not Scorpio. Okay? These readings are fluid and timeless. Timeless. That's the word for you, Pisces. Timeless. Be timeless. Stop looking at the time. Stop looking at the time. That was direct channeled message. Stop looking at the time. Just be you in your own universe. you'll create the time frame. You'll create the time frame. And who needs to look at it when you're in it and you're the one creating it? Right? That's how in control you can feel. That you need to feel. So stop looking at the time. Be timeless. What a beautiful, beautiful energy that feels like. Ooh, I can just feel it. I want you guys to feel it too. Feel that. Be timeless. You feel it. Beautiful energy. Pisces, if you want a personal reading with me, check the links in the drop-down box below and connect with me. And the links also is the link to donate to this channel. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed your reading and it helped you. I'm sending all of this love out to you, Pisces. All of it. From my soul to yours, much, 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 much love and brightest blessings. Mwah! Take care. Bye-bye.